Since you can't
Hey boys, we're back with more Fallout New Vegas. Some nice stream here. Finished Lonesome Road last time. Got some more things to do in Mojave and Dead Money. I was thinking we'd do the Brotherhood now. Got the 6 quests left. One is Dead Money, 2 are Wild Card, 1 is House, 1 we can do because of our reputation. what was it? 50 locations in Honest Hearts in Zion, 25 in Divide, and 35 in Big Empty. There's 50, 35, and 25. 110. There are 183 in Mojave. Mojave has about 6 locations, 6-7 locations more available, I think. One of them is only accessible with Wild Wasteland, so about 7 left, 6 left. One is here, which you can access, because we didn't nuke NCR. One is here, which you can access, because we didn't nuke the Legion. There are 4 locations left in the game. 1, 2. I just think it's 193. One, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Ah, it actually is 190. Oh. Unless we had 26 location divide. It'd be impossible almost to counter all this shit here. Here's a check. We have we can do this one and we can do that one because didn't nuke any of them. So we have 1, 2, 3, 4. 4 locations left that we can do. The 5th one is the final final location. Okay. Let's see if we can get Veronica with us. This one has been so long I forgot even if we talked with her. I think we did.
What's up?
I think we should all together.
Let's go make trouble.
Okay.
A bunch of shut-ins who scorn outsiders and hold technology over them. Gee, where have I heard that one before?
You know, I've been thinking. The real problem with the Brotherhood is that we isolate ourselves. Our training is top-notch, our technology gives us an advantage, but when it all comes down to it, we're losing because we shun the outside world. We always make enemies, never allies. We refuse to recruit outsiders or see the value in their simpler technologies.
None of that is going to change. It's part of the Brotherhood's identity.
I know the odds aren't good, but I gotta try. I can't lose them.
She seems like the easiest one to start a quest with. There are questions I want to ask you.
It's a free wasteland.
Can you tell me anything about this platinum chip?
Yeah, it's not for poker. I've never seen anything quite like it, but I can tell you it looks like it was fabricated before the war, and not at a mint. Some kind of tech. I'm gonna say mid-2200s. Hold on to it. Might be your lucky chip. It's a...
How do you feel about the other members?
I called them family before. That's not far off. Both the good and the bad. It's like a big, unending family reunion in that bunker. There's people you love, people you'll never speak to again, and it's always awkward when you run into someone you used to date. What do you want?
Why is the Brotherhood interested in Nevada?
It was a dam, really. We'd heard rumors it was working. Figured we could claim it. put it to use. And it may also have been partly that our elder at the time had worn out his welcome. Didn't end up mattering. We got sidetracked at Helios 1, and the NCR took the dam in the meantime. We're still after it, though. In theory.
Another says, I saw that you finished Lonesome Road. What was Ulysses like after you talked to him not to nuke everyone? Well, he seemed pretty reasonable. So we talked him out of it. This ending makes sense, because he was apparently supposed to be player's companion. Almost like he's supposed to be for the Legion, from the Legion side of things. But apparently they made so much dialogue for him, they turned him into a DLC instead. When you see amount of dialogue he has, it's like insane. How when the games has so much like that, stuff like that.
Darn it! I had some spectacular answers coming too.
What about yourself?
Nowhere specific. I want to understand. Let's.
I think when she asked me that, I thought it would actually start the next step. Her quest is called I Could Make You Care. She has a very easy to request, huh? I think the boon quest is the most specific one of all the companions. It's probably still possible to do it. We would have to kill Caesar, I think. We'll see, we'll see. Let's do the burger part here right now. Trigger Veronica, and that's how we're gonna enter the bunker. Wonder if I can give her the Enclave power armor. Comments here, I think.
What'd you think of Mr. House? I was surprised he only had the 2 robot sex slaves. See you around.
Great to see you again.
So you can spare some supplies.
Sure. Would you like a
this
stim
got
pack,
hotfix
fixer,
now.
or Rataway?
Steam pack.
You'll need to...
Okay.
Here is what we have
You're
available.
actually a member of the Followers of the Apocalypse. We don't care any of this. Oh, they have all our resources.
Should have brought something to read.
Tell them to wait. Will the transporter work?
I've heard that elite units...
Might not be able to do that NCR quest unless we get some rep. I'll dismiss the followers before we use this, right?
Hey, you're the one who's been going.
Guild Mantis.
Evening.
That chip of yours? I wouldn't wager it on blackjack. Unless the dealer has a 5 or 6 showing. Why does every... Okay, then I get...
Things are getting stranger every day.
Every day. We got all the snow globes now as well. Just go check something. Move life, Snooks. You got it. 3 left. Snooks, tell us how you feel. Why are you removing lives? One more, huh?
You should have seen Mr. House when he heard what you did to the Omertas. He was as giddy as a schoolboy.
Looks like we have all of the snow globes. Just missing the Sierra Madre, I think. Ooh, missing one here. Which one is this? Good Springs, Mormon Fort, Hoover Dam, Mount Charleston, Test Site, Nellis Air Force Base. Ah. Is the Black Mountain the last one? And of course the Sierra Madre. Hands down, Sir Royalty. Looks like we can even carry this with us.
Communist!
Fucking hell, it's too heavy.
No false alarm.
Have any power fists here? Whooshy.
It was just a flight.
I want to make Veronica look intimidating while she's with us. Yeah, light armor is the meta in the vanilla game. He's gonna get one of these houses.
To the town of our free rode a stranger one fine day. Hardly spoke to folks around him, didn't have too much to say. No one dared to ask his business, no one dared to make a slip. The stranger there among them had a big iron on his hip, big iron on his hip. It was early in the morning when he rode into the town. He came riding from the south side, slowly looking all around. He's an outlaw, loose and running, came the whisper from each lip. And he's here to
oh, this is getting muted for sure.
Big iron on his hip. In this town there lived an outlaw by the name of Texas Red.
I'm gonna get one of the houses so we can store it there and get Veronica there.
He was vicious and a killer, so a youth of 24, and the notches on his pistol numbered 1 in 19 more, 1 in 19 more. Now the stranger started talking, made it plain.
So, Cyrility, what do you think about the next run? This sword, which lowers the carrying capacity, health, max level, pretty much reworks the armor system, plus a bunch of other stuff, which all made sense to be in the main game. And starting with all special at 1. So you gotta think like, I can only do the intense training 10 times. Then 7 special implants. How much endurance? Which skills to focus?
The morning passed so quickly, it was time for them to meet. It was 20 past 11 when they walked out in the street. Folks were watching from the windows, everybody held their breath. They knew this handsome ranger was about to meet his death, about to meet his death. There was 40 feet between them when they stopped to make their play.
I'm gonna hide it here in the fridge. Nobody's gonna find it here. It's like the most advanced technology you can find here. It'll be fine here. Get Veronica.
Big iron on his hip. It was over in a moment and the folks had gathered round.
What's up?
There before them lay the body of the outlaw on the ground. Oh, he might have went on living.
I'm carrying a whole armory on me. Plus a lot of supplies, so we can carry this as well.
Big iron, big iron. When he tried to match the
Ooh, got something good for me? Is it a dress?
big iron on his head.
Jesus! What the fuck? Fucking stormtrooper over here. The black kind. Those scary ones.
When you say I love, it's a sin to tell a lie. Millions of hearts have been broken 'twas spoken.
No.
I, yes, I do. I love. If you break my heart,
That's what I'm talking about. Let's go again. Okay, we're ready.
To the town of our Brea rode a stranger one fine day.
We'll try to do Boon's quest as well.
Hardly spoke to folks around him, didn't have too much to say.
Let's do this thing first.
No one dared to ask his business, no one dared to make a slip. The stranger there among them had a big iron grip.
You like the sight?
Jesus.
It was early in the morning when he rode into the town. He came riding from the town, I slowly looked him In this town there lived an outlaw by the name of Texas Red. Many men had tried to take him, and that many men were dead.
No power armor, no energy weapons, and they're giving the NCR more trouble than we ever
And the
did.
notches on his pistol numbered
That's what we wanted to hear.
You got a second?
1 in 19 more.
What is it?
The Brotherhood is failing. I've always known that. If we don't change course, we're going to fall apart, or fade away. But until recently, I haven't understood where we went wrong, or how to fix it. I think I need to go home.
He came here to take an outlaw back alive.
I'll take you back there, first chance I get.
Great! Thanks! Thank you! I'll encourage people to name their non-ugly children after you. Seriously.
She gets on the triggers outside Wall 3. Because the Fiends are giving trouble to the NCR. Yeah, we can go to Bar to Steel now. Let's go through this area. Be a Scorpion Gulch here. One of the last few locations I haven't been to. It is not to be trifled with. It's upgraded from the divide. There's like a million scorpions in this area. Couple of grays up there, but only if you need loot. So is OP. Yeah, we're using his duster. The katana got unbanned, but I forgot to pick it up. There are some graves here. We don't have a shovel though. How's the drug looking? Have a lot of addictions right now. Might as well use the shoulder-mounted machine gun since we got it. We have a lot of bullets for it. I saved it. This is the Scorpion Gulch. This weapon shoots slower, but we have a fast shot. Decent damage to Psycho. Okay. We are getting close to the end. We've been pretty much doing 100% run here. What's I'm playing with the Leggett? Depends how many lives you have. We have all skills 100 pretty much, except sneak. For that we have Stealth Boy to 100, but it's still the band. Okay, we discovered the Hidden Valley. I think this goes towards the Black Mountain, so yeah, we're not going down there. This is one of the last locations. $295 locations, so there are 5 locations left. Two not accessible. I think Wasteland gives one. Veronica with us, so we'll get into the bunker, no problem. Otherwise, it's a problem. You can come here very early. Cool if you wanna get ED upgraded immediately. Amazing thing about this weapon is you can pretty much shoot one bullet at a time. It makes it like the ultimate 10mm weapon. Shit's all over the 10mm SMG. Yeah, that's the shoulder mounted machine gun. It's the most expensive weapon in the game when fully modded as well. Wonder if that affects the repair costs, but we can use weapon repair kits. It's good to clear a bunch of trash. This location looks like it might be a good safe house, warm, dry, and some sort of crazy natural phenomenon at night that should keep the predators away. I'd love to start getting set up. There are a few nearby points of interest I need to gather intel on first, not sure how long that'll take. We're on one of the last parts of the main quest. We can do Edith's quest, we can do Veronica's quest. We might be even actually be able to do Boone's quest. We might have enough points. I used plasma mines, yeah I did, in Lonesome Road. did. Funny thing, every time I used it, I died. But not to the plasma mines. I'm telling you, if I don't go explosive build with heated deck, I should never touch explosives. Unless it's like a desperate grenade or something like a grenade rifle launcher or the machine gun. You might have noticed there are 18 deaths on the top right. Died a lot in the Lonesome Road. That nuked place is crazy. Well, the chat might vote on explosives skill on the next run. So we will have no choice but use explosives because we're gonna be super limited on skills. I played with explosives before, I know how to approach it. If we have to kill things with explosives. But the thing is, you know, you're using everything else and then you try to mix with explosives and you should not trust it, you know. It's deadly. But if you're using explosives all the time, you get a better feeling for it.
I'd like a large atomic shake and a double Brahmin burger. And easy on the agave sauce this time.
We gave you a password, Veronica. It's for your safety.
I know where you live, Ramos. Open up.
For Pete's sake. Opening up. Welcome back, Veronica.
What are they gonna think when they see her in unclip power armor? Well, unfortunately, the brother has to die since we're working for a house. This doesn't mean we can't do quest for Veronica first. We'll be gentle.
Listen up. I'm in charge of security around here, and I can't say I'm too happy about having an outsider waltzing around. But since you came in with Veronica, I'm inclined to cut you a little slack. Just behave yourself, and we won't have any problems, okay? Oh, and the Elder's going to want to talk to you. He's on the 2nd level. Just take a right once you get down there. My office is right here in case you need anything. Just ask for Ramos.
We actually liked by the Brotherhood even without Veronica because of how we finished the Lonesome Road. You get rep with the Brotherhood still in the Follows of the Apocalypse.
Sharp, Ramos.
Behave yourself, kiddo.
Whole future of New Vegas seems like it's up in the air. Guess I should wait things out before buying a condo in the Ultralux, huh?
And we haven't done the Ultralux as well. The place is very buggy though. Why'd you get rep? Because you didn't cause another Armageddon. If you prevent the launch of the nuclear missiles. This is what will trigger Edie's 2nd log. Should also be a skill book in this place for energy weapons.
Oh my god! Have you seen that shit? Holy shit! What the hell?
Thanks, Boom.
You've been a great help, Outsider. Thank you for all your hard work. Then you bring your second unit up to provide covering fire, like so.
I'm using Ulysses Duster.
Then you bring your second unit up to provide covering fire, like so. The principles of fusion are relatively simple.
You get the Courier's Duster as well, yeah.
Now, who can tell me the primary components of gunpowder?
Since she's doing a class without anybody in the classroom.
The principles of fusion are relatively simple. Where did you get that eye by? I've never seen one modified quite like that.
You've been a great help, Outsider. Thank you for all your hard work.
Sorry, but I'm a little busy here, if you'll excuse me.
Hello, Veronica. How goes your mission?
We'll know in a second. I wanted to talk to you.
Veronica, tell me this isn't about...
Yes, goddammit, it is. But you're gonna hear me out this time.
We've been through this.
The things I've seen, Nick. Other groups succeeding where we fail, it's not too late for us.
We've outlasted the end of the world. We'll outlast these upstarts.
Waiting in a hole for everyone else to die.
If we must.
This is a dead end for us.
I see no evidence of that. Nor do I see anyone out there with a solution to our problems.
How could you? You're too scared to look. Let's go. We're wasting our time.
When Paladin Ramos informed me that Veronica was approaching with an outsider in tow, at first I didn't know what to think. After giving the matter some thought, however, I've decided that an outsider could be of use to me right now. However, I will not force you to help us. Should you refuse, you will be allowed to leave here, though you'd remain Veronica's responsibility. What do you say, outsider? Are you willing to help us?
Looks like, sounds like, and looks like early 30s and has full gray hair. Maybe he dies it. I'll help you.
Then allow me to explain our situation. This bunker is currently locked down, allowing no entry or exit, with you being one of the few exceptions. In exceptional cases, teams are sent out to investigate sites or retrieve materials deemed too important to ignore. 3 such teams have gone missing recently, and the news of their disappearance has not yet been widely spread to avoid undue concern. In order to maintain the peace and adhere to the strictures of the lockdown, I need to send someone else to discover what happened to them.
I think I already found one of your patrols. Both paladins were dead.
While that is disheartening news, there remains hope that the other 2 patrols may still be found alive.
Surely you have people better suited to look for them than me.
The less who are aware of this situation, the better. My brothers and sisters were deeply traumatized by the losses we incurred several years ago. It would be imprudent to worry them unduly without first discovering the facts of the situation.
I'll begin looking immediately.
I'm glad I can count on you. Oh, and one other thing. The patrols each had a holotape detailing their missions that you can use to track them. The shielding of the bunker prevents us from actively tracking them, but their positions should show up on your map once you get to the surface. Should our worst fears become realized, please bring back all 3 of the holotapes from the patrols. Otherwise, bring our brothers home. I've given the order that you be given access to some of the equipment our scouts and patrols have scavenged over the years. You won't be allowed to purchase any prohibited equipment, but hopefully some of what's available will prove useful to you.
Repcon, Black Mountain, Cap McCarran, Lock 38, Nellis Air Force Base, Dam,
I'd slap him around, but he stood at my parents' wedding. Plus, he used to make excuses to get me out of my punishment when I'd slept through head scribe Taggart's lectures. Figure I owe him for that. He means well.
Is there anything which brother doesn't have to die? Yeah. Pretty sure it's in NCR, if you choose the right elder, and Wildcard. I think both House and Legion requires you to destroy the Brotherhood. Could be wrong about the Legion one. What now?
I'm not giving up. He wants evidence, but he'll never go looking for it. He's scared I'm right. He'll never listen unless I hold the proof right in front of his face.
What is it you trying to accomplish?
That's my question to the Elder. All these years, the Brotherhood has collected weapons technology. And for what? To keep it out of people's hands? That clearly hasn't worked. To defend ourselves? We can't compete with the NCR's numbers, or the Legion's. We're fighting a war for a lost cause. If we're gonna survive, we have to find a role in society, attract new members.
How would you propose to do that?
Look at the followers of the Apocalypse. They use their expertise to improve people's lives. They train them to be self-sufficient. That expertise cultivates respect and gratitude, spreads their ideals, draws talent to their cause. They make friends like we make enemies. But they don't know a fraction of what we know. If we took on their role, we could stand up to anyone. We wouldn't have to hide.
Think the Elder will listen at all?
He's a stubborn old man, but when it comes down to it, he's got our best interests at heart. If he sees some indisputable sign we're on the wrong course, he won't ignore it.
How could we bring to him, what could we bring to him that would change his mind?
I don't know. We need something that shows the Brotherhood will fail, or that it can do better a different way. The only thing that gets his attention is technology. Maybe Father Elijah had the right idea.
Father Elijah?
Our elder before McNamara. He had a nose for recovering lost technology. He'd send scribes out into the desert chasing whatever leads he found. There were a few he only trusted me with. I can think of at least one that'd prove my point, if it still exists. There's a comm terminal not too far from here I'd use to access messages from him. If we go there, I can pull up his research on it.
Let's head out.
I'm with you. Being around here isn't the same anymore.
I just wonder if that's gonna be in, one of the marked locations now that we start this quest. One more life was added. Back to 3. Can easily steal this stuff here.
Evening. I heard some special squad of Rangers is on its way to the Vegas area. I guess the NCR is finally getting serious about fighting the Legion. Doc Schuler's a lifesaver.
What? Both of them girls?
The other day and she fixed me right
That's
up.
too much, man. Both paladins guarding the door are female.
Found the missing patrols, or was something else on your mind?
I was hoping to speak to you about other matters.
I can spare a little time. What did you want to talk about?
Tell me about the lockdown.
It's a protective measure that was enacted after our defeat at Helios. The NCR was hot on our heels, and we wouldn't have survived another encounter. It was decided that we would stay quiet for a time, heal the wounded, and try to come up with a new strategy. However, after we had fully recuperated, our first scouting measures showed that the NCR's presence in this region had only increased in our absence. There are now more than 5 times the number of NCR troops in the area as when we fought them. And we have half the number we did at Helios. And so the lockdown has been extended. To go outside would be the death of us all.
The Brotherhood really has such a small role compared to Fallout 3 or 4. Well, in this one, it was a chapter that got beaten by the NCR, so they had to retreat, so they suffered heavy casualties. So, like he said now, it's under lockdown. How do you get supplies?
We have some personnel that are allowed to travel on the surface. They trade for what we need and occasionally drop off what they acquire. We make sure that they only enter or leave the bunker while the sandstorm is active, to avoid detection.
What's with the crazy sandstorm on the surface?
That is this base's defensive system. It serves as camouflage and masks all entry and exit from the bunker. We use it to hide our patrols and supply runners, though we still send such out at night to be extra safe. Bye.
Wish they put more effort into the elders, with the voice actors and the amount of stuff you can talk with. Very bare bones. The guy's supposed to be an old man. He sounds like he's in the early 20s.
So, you're the outsider that's been given leave to wander around freely. Desperate times call for desperate measures, I guess. Name's Hardin. I'm the head paladin of this chapter. I think we might be able to help each other out. I don't know what the Elder talked to you about, but I can tell you this chapter is in trouble. And he's at the center of it. Are you willing to listen to what I have to say?
Looks like every paladin we've seen so far that has a gauss rifle. Should I trust him?
Why should you trust the Elder? I'd recommend listening to both of us, and choosing whom to trust for yourself. So are you willing to listen?
He seems more like the Brotherhood of Steel character than the other guy. Sure, go ahead.
As you may have already heard, this entire base is under a state of lockdown. No one goes out except small patrols at night. Most of the chapter has been sealed in here for years. And those few who were outside when the lockdown was initiated are forbidden from returning. Morale has plummeted as time has gone by. And many of our current paladins haven't seen combat outside of training simulations. And all because of the Elder's explicit order that no one be allowed in or out. The only way things will change is if a new Elder is installed.
The Elder Mekamera seems like he's not sure what he's doing. What about Veronica? She seems to come and go as she pleases.
Veronica's a special case. She handles the procurement of supplies. If we didn't let her and those like her back in, we'd all starve. If the Elder could manage it, he'd shut them out as well. And all in the name of security. Which is why we need to replace him.
You tried bringing this up with the Elder himself?
Of course I have, many times in fact. The Elder has an open-door policy and will listen to advice on any subject save this one. He refuses to see that our isolation is slowly weakening us. Aside from being our duty, going out on missions is what kept us strong. And because he fails to see that, he must be replaced.
I want no part of this.
I half expected you to say that. In which case, I'll continue to pursue the matter on my own. Should you continue dealing with the Elder and find yourself beginning to see my point of view, I'll be around.
What is this? Veronica brings an outsider into our home, then has a private audience with the Elder? The two of you may have the Elder fooled, but we know better. Veronica has always twisted the Founder's principles to her own ends. We will not stand idly by and allow her to corrupt our Elder's thinking.
Pardon?
I hope you've been practicing your drills, Veronica.
Sorry,
there's a group of
just because I love them doesn't mean some of them aren't assholes.
Group of the Brotherhood that pretty much declared hostilities here. It's pretty much the same quest in RuneScape. We just don't care about working for him or making him the Elder. It's, you know, options.
Hmm? Oh, you must be the outsider everyone's buzzing about. Pleased to meet you. I'm Lorenzo, senior knight and general handyman around here.
Yeah, friends.
Later.
Our instruments show some impressive power fluctuations coming from across the river. What's going on over there?
Don't work too hard there, Ibsen.
Yes, what is it?
And you are?
Ah, the outsider. I suppose it's too much to ask that jarhead Ramos to keep outsiders away from my research. I am Head Scribe Taggart, and I am much too busy to deal with the likes of you right now.
I like to think that it's easier to fool Mekamera than Harden to blow up the bunker.
Our instruments show some impressive power fluctuations coming from across the river. What's going on over there?
Yeah?
Tell them about yourself.
Well, like just about everyone else here, I grew up in the Brotherhood. My father was a scribe and my mother a paladin.
Your parents here somewhere?
They both died at Helios 1. The others were always like a family to me before that, but afterward they became my family in truth.
Should you be in school or something?
Head scribe Taggart quickly realized my extraordinary talent when I took the mandatory VR combat testing. Soon after that, he requested that I get transferred to VR specialist training, serving as his assistant. I miss hanging out with the other students all the time, but at least I get to skip all those boring lectures.
Oh, no shit, man. Wouldn't mind Scarlett Johansson to be my assistant. What's with all the computers?
It's our virtual reality training hall. We don't really go out all that often anymore, so this is how we stay sharp.
Said any more before that the Brotherhood used to go out more?
Yeah, a lot more. Back when we were at the Helios station. Oh, crap. I'm pretty sure I'm not supposed to talk about that, especially with outsiders. So forget you just heard that, okay? Later.
Download complete. Begin recording. Navarro Outpost Scientists, I am glad that EDE has reached you. You will find several data banks of information on this machine.
Talking with Apprentice Watkins is one of the ways to trigger EDE the second time. The first time the EDE has to hear Helios 1, then 5 days later mostly the Brotherhood stuff triggers the EDE next. Apprentice Watkins is one of the guaranteed things.
Please handle this information with the utmost care, as it represents the sum total of the results of my research on the Duraframe iBots. There are also several data banks with information on my research into Poseidon Energy, and some projects they were working on in the Mojave area.
Okay.
I can hardly notice that lazy eye anymore, Watkins.
I'm surprised you're not wearing that hood to hide your hair like you usually do, Veronica.
Oh, this quest, man. This quest is connected to Paladin's Hardenting.
Look, this isn't a great time. Oh, what the hell. It's not like we're making any progress. I'm Ibsen, and I hope your day is going better than mine is.
Something wrong?
Yeah, I'm in charge of keeping this data system up and running, but accessing it is a little, touch and go at the moment.
What's that?
One of our exploratory patrols, back when we had exploratory patrols, found a data disk in some ruins out in the waste. Well, we finally got around to cataloging the damn thing and got shut out of our own data store the second it loaded. Turns out it had a virus on it.
A virus?
Yeah, some pre-war jackass with too much time on his hands apparently decided to inflict his misery on those around him. It's scrambling all the terminals here at the moment. Luckily, we only use this section for storing historical data.
Anything you can do to help?
I suppose it couldn't hurt to get another pair of eyes on this. Maybe you'll be able to come up with something coming at it fresh. While the entire system is infected, the virus itself is spread across 3 terminals. The problem is that it keeps moving periodically. We'll have it nailed down in a terminal or 2, only to have it jump to another set of terminals before we locate the 3rd.
Science 70. Can the virus files be partitioned so read access is only provided by the kernel administrator?
What? No, that's brilliant. It would let us seal a portion of the virus to a particular terminal, even when the other parts move.
I think we can do it faster if you have 70 science, right? I'll give it a try then.
Best of luck to you. I'll tell the others to take a break so they don't get in your way. Oh, and I'll keep track of when it jumps for you. To maximize your chances, wait for my signal before you begin.
I feel like that 70 science did nothing.
What's going on over there?
I complete this quest every time.
How may I assist you?
It's just very annoying.
The virus just jumped. Find which terminals it went to. Hey. Ten seconds.
Maybe that 70 signs did something. Remember, you have to click on the data or not. You do have to check it.
The virus just jumped. Find which terminals it went to.
You look tired.
I don't think his terminal will have it. Where's the last one? Which one did we didn't check? We didn't check one of them. Seventy science doesn't do anything here.
Evening.
Did you want to try isolating the virus?
Again. Start from the left side.
The virus just jumped. Find which terminals it went to.
It's always random. To maybe just fast and go click randomly until you got it, or use the drugs to slow down time and then do it that way as well. Saving and loading is the
10 seconds.
the best way. This was really designed annoyingly.
You look tired, Ibsen.
Hmm? Oh. It's you, Veronica. Damn, it's jumped.
Which one was the missing one? Was it his terminal?
May I assist you?
It doesn't look like it's just random. There it is. I think the speed check is just experience for more information, doesn't do anything. This is just RNG.
That's it. We got it. The virus has been purged. You actually did it. If you don't mind my saying so, I didn't think you had a chance in hell of pulling it off. But I'm glad to be wrong for once. Thank you, my friend. Please feel free to access the data store at your leisure. I'm only allowed to give you access to non-classified topics, but it's better than nothing, right?
It's funny how we can talk about this, but we haven't talked about Harden about it. Now that the story is fixed, what do you think of Harden trying to get Mechimera dismissed?
I can understand how the man might be frustrated by the current situation. He's a take-charge sort of fellow. Standing around's not his strong suit. I myself often wish we could end this interminable stasis and begin moving forward again.
What information is in the data store?
Oh, all kinds of things. There was already information regarding the layout and systems of this bunker, but we've since added our own data as well. Prior to the lockdown, we had extensively scouted the surrounding area and compiled dossiers on nearby points of interest.
How do I get access to more topics in the data store?
Well, you'd have to get a senior-level member of the chapter to unlock a topic for you. I've given you access to what I can, but that's not much. The majority of topics fall under Ramos's aegis, since they'd constitute a security risk. Good luck getting anything out of him. You might have better luck with another member of the senior staff. Try talking to them about it. Bye.
You look tired, Ibsen.
Bunker information. Project goals: Hidden Valley. The goal of the Hidden Valley project is to create a self-sustaining shelter for high-ranking VIPs that can serve as a command structure in times of crisis. The bunker itself is located several hundred feet below the surface. Multiple layers of reinforced materials serve to prevent a breach of the inhabitable areas by anything save for a direct hit by a bunker-busting weapon, utilizing a megatonnage considered outside the capability of America's closest competitors. In the event that our enemies become capable of such an attack, the bunker's dervish camouflaging system make targeting the site impossible for automated systems, forcing aggressors to rely on guesswork and sheer luck. Systems overview. Hidden Valley Bunker relies on two main systems. The Candle Fusion Power System provides power to all bunker systems, built more for ability and duration of service. Power output of the system has been exceeded by many current designs, but it can supply the bunker with power for an estimated 750 years. The Dervish camouflage system provides visual and electronic interference to prevent airborne or long-range enemy weapons from targeting the bunker. The normal soil around Hidden Valley has been supplemented with a combination of aluminum and various silicates, which are then dispersed using a widespread network of industrial fans to blanket the area in cloud of what is essentially chaff. Combined with the electronic countermeasures of the nearby array at the Black Mountain, the bunker at Hidden Valley is effectively impossible to target.
Hmm? Oh, it's you, Veronica.
Hey.
Still breaking hearts there, I see, Scribe Schuler.
Evening.
I think the last Nikola Tesla knew.
Hello, you must be the outsider everyone's talking about. I'm Linda Schuler. If you ever need medical attention, this is the place to come.
So you're a doctor?
Yes, I handle all medical needs in the bunker. If you're ever wounded, I can treat you. For a fee. Normally I'd just be the base's medical officer. But my other duties say otherwise.
What services can you perform?
We have equipment here to treat most physical injuries. Lacerations, broken bones, that sort of thing. We also carry a full supply of antitoxins. You may have noticed the bark scorpions up above. Though tiny, their venom packs quite a punch. Treating scorpion stings is my most common procedure. I can also treat any form of radiation sickness you pick up out in the waste. No matter what stage. Save the last.
You mentioned all the duties you had.
I'm this bunker's head scribe in everything but name. I supervise the research teams. I collate the reports. I attend the meetings. But for reasons beyond me, that buffoon Taggart still gets the title. And don't get me started on that little pet of his. Everyone around here knows what's going on there but her.
She has demonic eyes? No, that's not demonic eyes, that's just synth eyes. Was Initiate Watkins the pet you were referring to earlier?
She's cute, isn't she? Like a puppy, almost. Unfortunately, our head scribe's intentions towards her aren't quite so innocent. I suppose I have a few things around that I can spare. Bye.
The word came down from the Elder that I'm to offer you some of our lesser wares. As if I didn't have other matters on my mind.
What do you have for sale?
Our patrols are always bringing more stuff in. Take a look.
So what she's selling here? A ballistic fist, huh? This looks like one of them power fists. Why would there be? Why would the Brotherhood of Steel sell tomahawks and war clubs?
Another satisfied customer.
Anything I can help with you? Anything I can help you with?
If you must know, my inventory check this week shows that our weapon count is one short. Somehow we're missing a laser pistol. Hardin will have my head if I don't find that weapon soon.
I can't delay my report to him any longer.
I could look around for that pistol.
If you happen to find it, bring it here right away. I might be able to throw a few supplies your way if you do.
Unmarked quest. Night Taurus in Hidden Valley wants me to find a laser pistol that's gone missing. First thing to do is speak with the paladin in charge of the firing range to see if he remembers who was using it.
Welcome to the range. Feel free to use any open lane.
I'm allowed to use the range?
Sure. The Elder's already given the okay. Unfortunately, you'll have to use your own weapons and ammo.
So anything about a weapon that's gone missing?
Torres must be getting desperate if she's accepting help on this one. I'll tell you what I told her. My records show that Initiate Stanton was the last to check it out, but checked it back in a day later. Bye.
Stanton, huh?
Then you bring your second unit.
Should they go to other level?
Your presence here, let's just say it's highly irregular. Outsiders aren't even allowed to know that our bunker's here, let alone come and go freely. You impressed Elder McNamara, obviously. He must believe that you'd be very useful.
To the head of security?
That's right. Nothing gets in or out of here without me knowing it.
What exactly are the rules regarding entering and leaving?
Under the lockdown, only essential personnel are permitted to enter or leave. That includes supply runners and high-security patrols. All other personnel are forbidden to leave, and any personnel that were out there when the lockdown was enacted are forbidden from returning. Fine by me? Bye.
Sure, the Stanton goes to the second level. Mark 6. PM. The guy is still doing a class for an empty class.
Seems the destruction of the monorail didn't slow the NCR down much. How many troops do they have?
I don't think initiates are allowed to go to level 2.
Yeah?
Yes, what is it?
Watkins.
Veronica.
Still like 2 snakes. Of a different kind.
Yes, can I help you?
Trying to help Torres find a missing laser pistol. Have you seen it around?
No, no idea. Sorry. Bye. Yes, can I help you?
You were the last one to check out the missing laser pistol, right, you lying piece of shit?
Oh, man. I told Watkins this wasn't going to work. Look, Watkins and I snuck out one day. She said it'd be a training exercise. Said she heard from a guy on one of the patrols that there was a gulch just southeast of here with scorpions in it, and that we had to check it out. There were scorpions out there, all right. We started using them for target practice, but before we knew it, the damn things were all around us. So we made a run for it, and in all the commotion, I dropped my pistol. Watkins keeps urging me to go back and get it, but that's not going to happen. You can go outside, though, can't you? You can return the pistol to Torres and clear this whole thing up for me.
Why did the records show that the gun was turned back in?
Oh, I sort of altered the records after we got back. That was Watkins' idea, too. That girl is nothing but trouble. Still, I haven't been exiled yet, or worse, assigned to latrine cleaning duty. But I will if you don't help me find that gun.
Then just get you another laser pistol.
No. Weapon checking protocol includes verifying the serial number of the weapon, so a different gun would be noticed. Plus, having a new gun suddenly show up would immediately point to you, being the only outsider around here and all. No. The only way I have out of this is if you help me find that gun. You'll help me, right?
Fine, I'll find the gun for you.
Great. When you find it, just turn it into Torres and I'll be in the clear.
The gun spawns when you talk to him. And it's glued to the rock, from my experience. This feels like we're doing a quest in Morrowind. No markers, no shit. Just you got some text from it. Did a Scorpion Gulch last time, where we were coming here. Yeah, we can still get a little bit more rep with the NCR. Still unmarked location.
What's up? See you around.
All research notes.
Let's see what we've got here. Okay, yeah, this is the one I was thinking of. The pulse gun. Although maybe the rangefinder could work too. And it looks like the NCR was onto some miracle farming technology.
Tell me about the rangefinder.
It's a targeting device for some kind of doomsday weapon based at Helios 1.
Doomsday weapon, don't
It was
say.
lost sometime after the war. We held Helios 1 for a time. Lost a lot of people defending it. Too many. All for this weapon they never got working. If it turns out to be a dud, it'd show how flawed our goals have been. Father Elijah said he thinks a scavenger might have sold it on the strip.
Farming technology?
More or less. Supposedly it's a vegetation enhancer. NCR has a science branch headquartered at McCarran Airport. Guess they found something. Guess somebody wasn't very good at keeping secrets either. We'd never pursue it because it's not a weapon, but self-sufficiency is fundamental to us. If it works, they'd see the value of an alternate course.
It's a pulse gun.
Electromagnetic weapon from before the Great War. Experimental. It never saw mass production. But they were building it as a countermeasure to power armor, which they feared the Chinese were developing. Supposedly a prototype was being housed at Nellis. Imagine what it could do to the Brotherhood. We'd be on equal footing with any idiot with a gun.
The rangefinder sounds promising.
They defended Helios like it was their last stand. Didn't even know if there was anything worth defending. How could there be, with all we lost? Even if it did work, it'd be under NCR control now. So it'd either prove our goals are wrong, or we're incapable of pursuing them. There's a pawn shop in Outer Vegas we could check, and I've heard of a gift shop in the Strip that deals in pre-war antiques.
I only have the pulse gun from World 34. Why is not there option here?
Okay, what better way to persuade them than to give them a taste of what they stand to gain, right? Maybe the best place to start is to see what we can find out directly from the NCR. Let's head to their OSI office at McCarran. They defend...
God damn! Maybe the pulse gun will be a smarter move.
Yeah, maybe they'll think twice about engaging the NCR if they know one of those could be floating around. The notes say to look around Nellis Air Force Base. He suggests going through filing cabinets and computers in the commanding officer's quarters.
I have found everything. I want to go to the rangefinder.
They even...
Where's the third option? Guess the rangefinder still works. What the...
Yeah. I guess it works.
Okay, we get a comment from Veronica.
What's up?
Basically, the pulse gun is just a weaker version of the sonic emitter. Hey, Bumlum. I think I can do this one while we are going for the other one. think it's on 6 a.m.
Trouble.
This will be irradiated. Only Hughes and Fairbanks need to head north to the nearby communications array and look for the components mentioned in the briefing. Mutants there have been reasonable in the past and may prove helpful. McNamara.
This is a dangerous place, human, especially for your kind. I suggest you turn back. There's nothing good waiting for you further on.
You seem friendly for a mutant.
Keep saying things like that and I won't be so friendly. Not every super mutant is a brain-damaged brute. Many of us are just as intelligent as basic humans, and the rest don't really have any choice in the matter, do they?
Spare me the poor mutant's rep, alright?
Of course. Sorry I bothered you. Enjoy your travels. Still hanging about?
What makes this a dangerous place?
You must have heard her radio broadcasts. Though why a human would follow her invitation here is beyond me, unless you didn't listen very closely. The voice on the radio belongs to Tabitha, the supreme commander of Black Mountain, or as she calls it, the state of Utopatha. She took control of this place almost 2 years ago. The super mutants here do whatever she says, and she says humans are to be killed on sight.
Looks like you have had enough of Tabitha. What if you had some help?
Help would improve the odds. Help might just make the difference. Alright, if you're good enough at what you do to meet me in the village up near the peak, we can talk further. I'll have a plan by the time I see you, if I see you. Good luck. It's gonna be a lot harder for you to get up there than it will be for me.
News! The execution of Master Mechanic Raoul Tejada has again been commuted for a period of 24 hours to allow time for important repairs. This time, you will get it done, Raoul! Joining us from his cell to comment on the situation is Raoul Tejada. Raoul!
Hi there, Rondo.
What's your take on the situation?
All I want is to make the special robot work again. You know, I give it my best.
We'll be right back after this word from our sponsor, during which Raoul will contemplate how lucky he is to be alive.
What the fuck is Neil doing? He's running the wrong way. I guess cardio day. Let's do the barber stuff first. They got nuked by the boomers. Goddamn boomers. They shoot first and then they ask questions. Alden Rosalind, you and an escort are to investigate the military base to the northwest for the components we needed. I had a report that the current occupants are freely territorial, but it is highly unlikely they have any weapons there, and seriously threaten someone in full power armor. Threat level is considered minimal. Make a mirror. Full power armor? Not even a helmet. What the shit? Nice corn. Wasn't there a location to like far east here? Power armor means nothing when you're getting hit by artillery. We can also wipe them out. The boomers. But yeah, they have artillery weapons. The firepower. I think they also use the bomber to help as well. They're basically gun nuts. When that money, when we finish the remaining minor stuff here in Mojave. Not much to go. We'll see if we can do some other companion stuff.
So,
Someone finally put down that sick motor runner son of a bitch. Good riddance. Jumping Jesus on a pogo stick. You're the first one to make it through alive, let alone manage a return trip.
I believe you said you would double my money.
Yep. Here are your caps.
Make it 700 caps, so I'll tell the boomers to adjust their trajectory.
You drive a hard bargain. Here you go. Have a nice day.
I'm not gonna risk this guy being a part of the NCR. There's a location near, next close to this spot if you have the Wild Wasteland. This could be one of the locations.
Chased because you're bigger than humans and scaring them? Did you kill some and they overreacted? Are two-head bear people shooting at you and battle
Yeah, I killed a couple of NCR junkies, they overreacted, sure.
battle cattle? Leave the fear behind. Leave the fear behind. Meet at the mountaintop. Enjoy life in a state of utopia. Free, safe, secure. Freedom limited to following the commands of best friend Tabitha. Safety not guaranteed against siege or assault by two-head bear people or battle cattles. Many infractions are punishable by death. No allowances for dumb misunderstandings. Utopia, come feel the difference.
Have you found it? I need to give my report to Hardin soon.
Got it right here.
Oh, thank God. Hardin was about to start an inquiry into the whole affair, and more than a few heads would have rolled as a result. Since you helped me, I'll tell you what. I work on some of our busted weapons in my spare time, so I have a few pieces that are kept off the books. Here, take this. I hope it comes in handy.
She gave us a 3-beam laser rifle.
Our patrols are always bringing more stuff in.
I have pretty much an armor in my inventory, don't need that shit.
Another satisfied customer. Bye.
Our instruments show some impressive power fluctuations coming from across the river. What's going on? Hey! Hey! I heard the pistol got returned. Thanks a lot. I am never going to listen to Watkins again. Believe me.
Veronica, I hope...
I brought you a present. We unlocked the secret of Helios 1.
What? Wonderful news!
No, it's not. Archimedes 2 is an orbital laser, effective only outdoors in a limited radius and requiring a long recharge.
In the hands of the enemy.
They'd be marginally more effective. We lost most of the chapter defending glorified artillery.
We couldn't have known. We fought for what we believed in.
And nearly died for it. Tomorrow, you do it all over again, having learned nothing.
Are you trying to shame me?
I'm trying to open your eyes. We need to engage the outside world. We can't win without new recruits.
What does the Codex say?
A bunch of closed-minded bullshit.
We do not help them or let them in.
But...
We keep knowledge they must never have.
Give it a chance. For me. I can't stay here and watch us waste away.
I'm sorry.
We'll die out.
I know.
Come on. I can't listen to this anymore.
Found the missing patrols, or was something else on your mind?
What the fuck is the gun on your back? It's a shoulder-mounted machine gun. Yes, here are the whole tapes.
They were all dead then. I suppose I'm not surprised. We have few friends in the world above, and many enemies. But we must turn our minds to other matters. When I sent out those patrols, I also sent 3 knights out on scouting missions. When the patrols failed to return, we assumed the worst, and sent a single communication to the scouts to hold position and maintain radio silence. I want you to contact those scouts and gather their reports. Like the patrols, they have devices on them that will enable you to track them. When you find them, tell them you're my representative, and ask them if the bears are still hunting. That should get them to talk to you. Return when you've gathered all of their reports.
He's actually doing this out of order. He's supposed to be giving orders to the ones closer to his rank, and then they're supposed to give orders to the other ones.
The truth was right there staring him in the face. How could he not listen?
There was never any chance. His mind was made up from the start.
I see that now. I thought I knew him better than that, but it was like talking to a stranger. How can I help them when they won't accept it?
Can you side with the NCR and keep Brotherhood alive? Yeah. Where does that leave you? You should take over.
Huh. Well, that's imaginative. But it's not really for me. I couldn't get one of their most reasonable members to accept a rational argument. I don't see them coming out in droves to support my coup. And that's really not what the Brotherhood needs right now anyway. They're hanging by a thread.
Where does that leave you?
I don't know if I can stay. Maybe it'd be better for everyone if I left. Spent my life somewhere else. Work with the followers of the apocalypse, maybe. Put my knowledge to some good use. Or I can stay here with the people I care about and do whatever I can until it comes to a slow or sudden end.
What the followers of the apocalypse? It's like weird that this question is here.
Okay, so take the Brotherhood, replace their knowledge of superweapons with half as much knowledge of medicine and farming, sprinkle in a little compassion for people outside their group and healthy disrespect for authority, and voila! Followers. I never really considered joining before, but now that I think about it, it really sounds like it could be a good fit, doesn't it?
You're the only one who can make this decision.
Not even a hint, huh? Jeez, I really am all alone on this one. I guess I'll stay. If I left, there wouldn't be any coming back. It might be something I'd instantly regret. Things are gonna get harder for the Brotherhood before they get easier. I should support them in whatever way I can. Let's get going. I'd like to get my mind off all this, and some fresh air would do me some good, right about now.
Just check something very quickly. A fun interaction with when you're looking for the finder in the free side. You have Veronica with you. I never really experienced it, only saw it on the wiki. There's so many interactions in this game that they're like Hmm. Okay. The rest quest is pretty much the unmarked one. I sent her to her dad. No, it's not that. What are you talking about? I just let her make her own decision.
We heard Veronica talking with the Elder. We won't stand for this.
I don't think we should risk any of these options here. Won't stand for what? She plans to respect the Elder's decision.
Respect nothing. She plans to whisper in his ear, poison him against the Codex. No. This has to end now. Execute them.
Fucking hell. So the only way this doesn't go hostile, we have 95 speech option. You can click any of those other options. Sometimes you click other options and you can still click the speech option. And his Gauss rifle is deadly. I could have killed 3 of them, but the Gauss rifle without some serious healing. Well, at least we can pick the other option now.
We heard Veronica talking with the Elder. We won't stand for this.
Adils is threatened by the challenges they endure. Veronica's questioning did you a service.
She'd be doing a greater service by carrying out her duties and not trying to undermine the Elder's authority. This had better be the last time her loyalty falters. You've been warned.
If you don't have...
We heard Veronica talking. This is...
If you don't have 95 speech here, you're pretty much dead meat here.
God, I should get used to this, I guess. People get desperate. They turn on each other. First thing to go is trust. I don't think it's ever going to be the same for me in there. Knowing no matter what I do, it's going to end badly. But they're all I have.
Still not too late to change your mind.
No, I think it is. I have to be resolved about this. If I waver, it'll just make things harder. They need me, and I'm not going to abandon them.
You're still gonna travel with me?
Yeah. I've got the rest of my life to help them out. I could spare a little while to see things through with you.
Come on, let's get out of here.
Good idea.
Veronica has received the Bonds of Steel perk, substantially increasing her armor. This was her quest.
Listen, I want to thank you for helping me out. I'm sorry that things didn't go like I'd hoped, but at least I got the chance to try. At least I know for sure that there was nothing I could do. Thank you for giving me that chance.
Best outcome for Veronica, if you ask me, is to let her join the Force of the Apocalypse. But I think that gets a little bit bloody as well.
Why does everyone always say that?
Just thinking we should right now.
Okay, then I guess I'll be back at the 188. Maybe digging in some dirt for scrap metal or something.
She got the remnants armor. It should trigger in a few days. I wonder fully upgraded idiot the rate of firepower. Fucking power games, man. Well, we don't have to kill Veronica. We can just let her be.
Hey, what do you want? And don't try anything funny.
I'm Elder's Megamaro's representative. He's set to ask if the bears are still hunting.
You speak truly, for it is unlikely that an outsider would know both the Elder's name and that passphrase. Very well. I've been observing the penal facility there in the distance for some time now, after having followed some rather disturbing rumors. The facility was run by the NCR for a time, but the prisoners overcame their guards and now use the prison as a base from which to conduct raids. Eventually, the NCR got around to putting the prisoners down, but not until they had wreaked havoc on nearby trade routes. Give this to the Elder. My observations are all within. Perhaps he will have a better idea of what this situation portends.
Can you at least take Veronica to your room and slay her with your giant sword? If we were playing a girl, we could slay her with our giant scissors instead. But no giant sword slaying.
Don't take another step if you value your life. For what purpose do you approach me? Strange that the Elder should send an outsider, but I suppose he has his reasons. My observations have mostly focused on the small town to the south of here. It was cruelly attacked, its inhabitants slain nearly to the last. That such an act could occur so far west is nearly unthinkable. The NCR has forces in all directions, and an outpost scant miles west from here. That they have not responded to this violence shows either an unwillingness or inability to properly defend their borders, which is telling. I've collected such musings in this report. Please take it to the Elder.
These reports you're getting from the scouts will just make it worse with the Megamera. Will just confirm all his doubts about, you know, being a good thing to open the bunker. Strange, the Legion hasn't sent any hit squads. Haven't met any Legion's hit squads yet.
Approach slowly, stranger. If you have no business with me, then go.
I'll make Meta send me for your report. Yes, if the bears are still hunting.
Then I am sworn to report. I've been dividing my time between the camps to the north and south of here. One belongs to the NCR, the other to a band of slavers known as Caesar's Legion. I was sure the NCR would quickly win, but that has not happened. Instead, the two sides maintained a long stalemate, and only after an extended duration did the NCR finally destroy its opponent. When they did, it appeared they did so with the help of fresh reinforcements. I do not believe they could have managed the feat without them. That savages such as these could last so long against the NCR is troubling. Please, take my findings to the Elder. He'll know what to make of this.
Arthur still has no idea the Legion has advanced power fist weapons. Was a sudden change in weather. It's because this one has to have the shroud. It overrides any other weather here. How's our limbs looking? We are addicted to 5 different drugs. Those 2 endurance, 2 strength, 4 agility, and 1 intelligence, also 1 perception. The only loss there is really the agility. The 4 is good enough.
Yeah?
Venetian Stanton told me about your little adventure the other day.
That was so much fun. The wind whipping through our hair, not knowing what was gonna jump out at us at any moment. And when those scorpions came out, it was just like The Sims. All I had to do was line them up and then squeeze the trigger. I doubt I'll be able to get Stanton to go with me again, though. I thought he'd enjoy it as much as I did, but he was just scared the whole time. Don't tell him I told you this, but when those scorpions surrounded us, I'd bet a week's rations he pissed himself. Bye.
Have you had any luck finding the scouts? Or did you have something to discuss?
Yes, I did hear the reports.
Good. Let's take a look. If I'm reading this right, it appears that the NCR's grip on this region is nowhere near as firm as I thought. I'll have to review these in detail, but these reports have given me much to think about. Thank you, Outsider. You've become someone I can count on, so I believe I can share something rather confidential with you.
Go on.
The device that creates the sandstorms above, that masks our comings and goings, was only intended to be used in case of emergencies. It was never meant to be used with any regularity, and the other systems here were not designed to accommodate such usage. In particular, the air filtration system simply cannot handle the quantity of sand and grit that it's been forced to cope with these last few years.
Don't say.
As a result, the system is failing, albeit slowly. I'm told we have a scant few months before it shuts down completely. Should that happen, it will quickly become impossible to breathe here in the bunker. Already the air quality begins to slightly worsen. I would like you to find the components we need to fix this bunker's air filtration system. I cannot overstate the importance of this task. See Senior Knight Lorenzo for the details. He's the one who brought the matter to my attention, and the only other person who is aware of it.
Only got the filters from Vault 22.
Good to see you again. What can I help you with?
The Elder wants me to retrieve components to help fix the air filtration system.
So now I'm going to have your death on my conscience too? Great.
Or what?
You think you're the first person the Elders trusted with this? He sent 3 of our patrols out looking for those components, and they're all dead. I was the one who supplied the Elder with the location of possible sites where we could find the components, so their deaths are my fault. And now it's your turn. Well, don't say you weren't warned. I won't take the blame when you die horribly, but I can tell you're getting impatient. The items I'll need to keep the system running are a differential pressure controller, a reverse pulse cleaner, and several HEPA cartridge filters. At present, my best guess for finding the items would be to search any of the old vaults in the area. Those vaults were usually built much like these military bunkers, even using the same contractors in their constructions at times. I'll mark the vault's locations on your map. Best of luck to you. Good to see you. Alive, that is. Have you found all of the components yet?
They're all right here. What are some questions?
Sure, what about? Good to see you. Alive? Really? I mean, that's great. I knew you could do it all along. I'll get right to work installing these. Why don't you go tell the Elder the good news? I'm sure it'll be a huge load off of his shoulders.
How may I assist you?
Can somebody use exclamation mark ban list? I think the Stealth Boys are banned.
Back again, I see. Have you found all the components we need?
I did, Lorenzo's on it.
Good news for a change. Your efforts have humbled me, outsider. You have done more than I could expect, even from my brothers. Moreover, I've been going over the scouts' reports, and keep coming up with the same conclusion. The NCR is not the threat I've believed it to be. We should not have had to rely on your help in this crisis. I believed my actions were guided by caution and prudence, but I now see the truth. People called me a hero after what happened at Helios, but I left that battle scarred by fear, and have allowed that weakness to govern my actions. That ends now. I will undo the wrong I have done my brethren and lift the lockdown. With luck, we will once again flourish. Please, take this. It is a small token of my thanks, and scarcely begins to repay the debt owed you, but is all I am allowed to give an outsider. This key will allow you to use our safe house to the northeast. I hope it will prove useful in your travels.
This is basically tells you that they want to make peace with the NCR, and the NCR side of things will let them leave as well for their quest line as well. So now idolize with the Brotherhood. You get idolized one of these minor factions like the False Apocalypse, Brotherhood of Steel, or or the kings. The kings are not here, but there's free side here.
Welcome, outsider. Welcome. The lockdown has been officially lifted, and everyone seems to be in good spirits. With the surface open to us once again, Hardin's already started talk of sending a force out to attack Helios, but I hope to dissuade him. What can I do for you?
Well, join the Brotherhood.
You've certainly earned the right, but I'm afraid there's a slight matter of protocol that must be dealt with first. Exceptional individuals, like yourself, are sometimes allowed to join the Brotherhood if they perform a valuable service for it. While your actions up to this point have been commendable, I am afraid they don't quite qualify as such a service. However, I do have another task that fits the bill rather nicely. Would you consider undertaking it?
What is the task?
As one of our patrols discovered, the mutants just to the northeast have become strangely violent in the years we were secluded. However, this turn of events could also be an opportunity. We mostly left the equipment of the communications array there alone, out of respect. As the inhabitants have now proven themselves hostile, no more respect will be accorded them, making their equipment fair game. I want you to head up to the summit of Black Mountain and install this remote signal transmitter in one of their consoles. It will allow us to tap into the radar and other detection systems running there, assuming they're still operational. If we're going to operate on the surface again, it would be nice to do so with as much information at our fingertips as possible. Good luck.
He wants me to clear the mountain some. I said to the blind. This also works well for crazy.
Our former elder Elijah was obsessed with new technology. That's why we were at Helios in the first place.
I do find Hardin after this. This is like in his area. Sleeping. Power armor.
It looks like you've managed to talk some sense into the Elder Outsider. Be assured I'll still be keeping an eye on him. Your efforts to help this chapter are not unappreciated. Now what can I do for you? Later.
Yeah, nothing with him. So there's the Black Mountain quest for both and the together with the Super Mutants and for the Brotherhood of Steel. Joining the Brotherhood has only one benefit really, I guess, to get to use the power armor, and the second one is get to use the safe house to get some extra stuff. This area is loaded with enemies. Also one of the last locations in the game that we haven't discovered or explored. Wonder if we actually give him the finder. No, you actually keep the finder. yellow cattle is the super mutants' names for the Brotherhood of Steel. Which do we have currently on this? We don't have any perks against the super mutants. There's perks to kill super mutants. It's really hard to actually get enough kills without attacking them when they respawn. And if you've seen them here the first time and you fast travel away, some of them don't come here until you wait a bit. Which is a weird system. Super Mutant Master. Still hasn't detected this, huh? The light machine gun.
Drive them away! It's for their own good, really. Makes sense to
A pleasant surprise to see you made it. I'm ready to get started if you are.
Let's do it.
Here's the plan. The gate to Tabitha's compound is guarded by several Nightkin, all of them using devices that make them invisible. I'm going to draw them away from the gate by telling them I spotted an intruder in the village. Then you slip in.
That's your plan? I am the intruder in the village.
Yes. So try to stay out of sight, because they'll be coming this way.
I got it immediately, huh?
I've done what I can. The rest is up to you, human.
Special about the Annabelle again. What else is it checked? So it just has less requirements. Here. Log 672. Hermes Communications Inc. Blake Mountain Submetrics System online. Been picking up a lot of activity from China's satellite network. The tension is pretty high around here. Frank's been talking about securing a place in one of these vaults for himself and his family, and when he didn't show up to work yesterday, I think we all knew where he went. Next log. Oh my god, it's actually happening. We have readings across the board of launches happening everywhere. Must have thrown everything they had, and it looks like we didn't hold back either. Computer says we have 2 minutes on the first missile drops. We barely typed the mountain shielded us from the worst of the blast, but it is too much radiation. I can't believe these old machines still work. This place looks pretty defensible, and the radiation should keep the majority of the people away. Looks like we have found a home, at least for now. First things first, though. We got to get these corpses out of here. Poor bastards, Marcus. So they were friendly here while Marcus was here. Marcus made me type this. The leader of this community, Marcus, said I should start keeping a journal to get my mind off Rhonda. He also said I might find something interesting inside this stupid old building. What could possibly be interesting here? The only thing that works in here is a junky old terminal. It's a radio station. It's amazing. This place is a radio station. If we can get it repaired, we can broadcast music across the waste, just like Rhonda and I used to listen to. I asked all of the mutants here for help, but none of them could do anything for you, which makes me doubt they can fix this place. On the air. The radio station is fixed and we have begun sending our message out into the desert. Marcus thinks I spent too much time here, but what does it a first gen know? Rhonda says they are just one step up from the dum-dums, and I agree. The elite. There was a fight in the yard today between some of us and the first gens. Marcus made a speech about how we need to work together. But why should we? We're the master's favorites. We don't need their help. Rhonda says we'd be better off without them. Home at last. Marcus and the others left today. Finally we have the whole place to ourselves. No more listening to lectures about what we can and can't say on the air. The airwaves will be free. Now Rhonda and I can host our own radio show like we've been planning. Don't know why Marcus always refused to let us do it before. He always started getting real nervous when I told him what Rhonda thought about things. Rhonda says he was afraid she was too smart to control. Anyway, this is the start of a new era. The only downside is most of the dum-dums choose to stay. What is this? Lucky. Great news. A girl entered our camp today who has experience fixing machines. Seems to really like it here, so I hope he can stay long enough to fix Rhonda. Weird. Rhonda just asked me why she would need fixing. She has a point. What was I thinking? Rhonda is her split personality thing, I think. Safe. Finally got Raoul to finish installing the security measures on my door. Now I can have all the privacy I want. Just in case I have a dumb moment, I have placed the spare key under the stairs behind my building. No one ever goes back there, so it should be safe from discovery.
I found the intruder!
You don't have to kill her. You can actually repair the robot, and you can do this diplomatically as well. The damaged robot in that other room, room. We're still gonna tap it. Veronica is fine. What are you talking about? Just kill the tyrant here. Funny how all the Nightkin stuff can be solved diplomatically. Neil, Davison, and Tabitha. Scanner appears to connect to the radar and other detection system. Install the remote signal transmitter. Veronica is not in the bunker RuneScape. She's back to 1D8 trading post. Unless you tell her, mock her that you have destroyed the bunker, she doesn't go hostile. She'll never know that you destroyed the bunker. This is the one. You fix this robot here, and then the Tabitha comes outside, and you can do it diplomatically. Entry 1. As if I don't have enough pointless things to do here, Tabitha wants me to start keeping a log of all the repairs I do. Here's my first log entry. I fixed up several old terminals that were left over in the intact buildings here. I wonder what she's planning to use them for. Just 1 second. Game doesn't like alt-tabbing for sure. So the next entry is apparently mutants raided a caravan today. One of their rifles jammed. Took about 7 minutes to fix. I also performed minor maintenance on the broadcasting tower outside. It's tempting to think that I could have just pulled a switch there and taken this accursed station off the air. No doubt she would have killed me soon afterward, but it might have been worth it just to see the look on her face. The mutant with a scar across his face, whom I've taken to calling Cuddles, stopped in today and asked me to fix his scar. I told him that that's outside my expertise and seriously thought he was going to kill me. Toy car, huh? Tried to escape today. Tabitha had one of her men beat me senseless when they caught me. Now they lock me up in the next room whenever I'm not working on something. Oh, and I fixed the toaster. Carlos came in about his car again. He even brought a container of gas and asked if that would help. Tried to tell him that gas was not a problem, but he got really angry and dragged me outside. Tabitha killed him herself before things got too ugly. At least I don't have to hear about his damn car anymore. Tabitha came in today and said she's concerned about my safety. She insisted that I change the lock on my door to require a password. Using one of the other computers I fixed. I'm really starting to regret ever fixing those. Password is 123456789. Like anyone who cares will ever read this.
Took you long enough, so can I go now?
What do you mean, took me long enough?
Sorry. I assumed the only reason you'd fight past a horde of super mutants and pick the lock on my cell is if you heard my cry for help on the radio. But maybe you're just sightseeing. So since the door's open and all, can I go now?
Who are you?
Name's Raul. Raul Alfonso Tejada. I'm the mechanic around here.
Really?
No. No, boss. I'm a prisoner of the crazy super mutant with the wig and the glasses. I was kind of hoping you were here to set me free. But maybe I'm not a pretty enough damsel for that. Huh?
Why does your jumpsuit say Miguel?
Probably because it used to be Miguel's. Whoever he was. How about if you let me go, huh, boss?
It's okay by me, enjoy your freedom.
Alrighty then. I'll just head out. Alone. By myself. Into the dangerous waste.
Actually want to take along with me?
Anything's better than staying here. Let's go.
Just like that. Well, I think I have to do one time when I come here. I should probably talk to him first before doing the Tabata stuff. Then the Tabata stuff to see if there's different order things. Where did those guys come from?
I'm sure you'll be fair and equitable, boss.
What can we do? Talk to Neil here.
Good work, human. Maybe now this place can rest in peace.
What do we do now?
I still have a job to do here. Some mutants may have heard Tabitha's broadcast and are headed here even as we speak. I'll remain and direct anyone who show up toward Jacobstown, where they'll be much better off. There's nothing here for you, human. Though it is always good to see you.
Okay, I wonder if those guys have any responses up there.
I guess old guys are tougher than we look, huh?
Something on your mind?
They'll tell me about this town.
A lot of the mutants here found out about Jacobstown because of Neil. Our isolation works against us sometimes.
Yeah.
See you. Something on your mind? See you.
Just putting this out there, boss. If these super mutants kidnap us and force us to fix toasters for them, it's on you.
Oh man. That's what I miss to know, not having companions. Why these guys go hostile? They make me shoot you. These guys should not be hostile in the camp, but I guess it's a bad spawn.
Bother someone else. I don't want anything to do with you. Finally.
Yeah. We can definitely do some of the companion stuff, and then it's pretty much just the main stuff plus dead money. Done Cass, we done Edie should trigger soon when you talk to him next. We done Rex, Veronica. Yeah, there's still pretty much companion stuff left, with like 3 or 4 more locations. Yeah, we'll be doing that tomorrow. Minor stuff, we'll see if we can do all the companion stuff. And the wound stuff might be the most tricky to proc. But we can always go kill Caesar to do it. I think we can do it. We'll check the wiki for the right triggers. It's been a long time. Okay, we'll save here, boys, and continue next time. Talk with Raoul with Kafir tomorrow. We'll add one more live to Muku. Doing kinda everything here. 101 hour. Damn. That's it for tonight, boys. I'll see you tomorrow. Good night.